So we are just going to build out some different types of bases, and we're going to talk about what works, you know, what doesn't work. I'm happy to answer questions. I've got a couple of different things. The first one that I'm going to work on is for this ghost back here. And because it is so large, it's a really big ghost. It's like 19 inches. I wanted a base that's going to be not only big enough, but I need it to be sturdy as well. So the base I'm using today is a little bit of a different base than what I normally use. So normally I will use like an evergreen pine that's collapsible and I can move and manipulate it. Thank you so much for sharing. I don't know how to do that on my laptop, so I don't get to share it out, but thank you for doing that. So this first base that I'm using, I actually got it from the boys at Wreath, that White Bayou, but it has a double ring, so if you can see that, with some metal support in the middle here between these two rings. This is, it won't let me really manipulate it and bend it and make it oval like I like, but I want it to have more support, like I said, to carry the weight of this ghost. So we are going to do a mesh base for this one. Actually, almost all of the bases we do today are going to be mesh, and then depending on time, we may do a base for him on a window pane. So I want to share that as well if we've got time. So come in, say hello, tell me something about yourself. Christine, where are you? What kind of work do you do during the day? And let's talk about mesh. So the one thing that I have found, and please let me know if you agree or disagree, but the one thing I have found is that with mesh, it doesn't always get seen depending on what you're putting in with your design. So for instance, this ghost, because it is so large, a lot of my mesh is not going to be seen. So I have some of this mesh right here that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use it underneath where I want to put my ghost because it's a thicker mesh and it's a little bit sturdier, and it's going to be able to hold him a little bit better. So I'm going to use that, and then of course I'll use some regular, you know, see how you can see through that versus you can't really see through this. And then I have some leftover mesh from the last ghost that I did that matches her. So I'm going to use some of that. And then I've got backup mesh, you know, I've got some white mesh if I need it. But, okay, so we are going to figure out, this is my ring up here. My ring where you can hang it. So I know this is going to be my top. And I know I'm going to want to put my ghost. I mean, see how big it is? It's huge. So I know that I'm going to want to put it sort of up here to the top right. So I'm going to go in with that type of mesh in this top right corner here. So I know he's from Michael's. It's like a 19-inch pillow, but I couldn't pass it up. I mean, I had to do something with it. Okay, so one of the things that, as far as building out my bases, I don't measure anything. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut, and then we'll just kind of figure it out from there. But so Christine, what do you do for your primary day job? No wonder you're on until 1 o'clock in the morning. You work 2 jobs. Good morning, Sheila. Good morning, Gigi. We are building out some different wreath bases for different types of designs and just kind of talking about preference and what works, what doesn't work. Also, if you do use mesh and you see these tubes, don't throw them away, especially not these thick ones. This one's a little bit more sturdy than the other ones, but you can use these in your boxes to ship your wreaths. So don't throw them away. I know there's actually some people who do make bases, and they are always looking for someone to share their leftovers. So, all right, so we're just going to go in and I'm working in the top right corner up here where I want my ghost to be first, and then I will fill in with other mesh. Again, you're not going to see this mesh, which is why I'm using it up here in the corner. I work for a plant company. I left corporate 7 months ago. That's awesome. That is fantastic. All right, so it's not the best mesh to work with, except for it's not going to go anywhere and it's really thick. So that's why I'm using it up here. Good morning. How are you, Kindara? We are working on building out some different types of bases for wreaths and designs. We've got a couple of us in here. Oh, Christine, you know her. Awesome. All right. So tell me a little bit about, hey Christine, when are you going to work on your Beetlejuice? I want to join your live if I can get on there, and I want to watch you. Do you know when you're going to work on that piece? I'm waiting on my creepy clown to come in so I can make a creepy circus. Yeah, thank you for sharing and sending that out. I really appreciate it. Kindara, I told Christine I'm still really new, so I don't even know how to share myself out. I get on here and I just do my thing, and I feel blessed if somebody joins. I probably should do more, but I have one more piece. Hi, Rosie. Welcome. I'm wonderful today. How are you doing? We are just working on building out some bases and chatting. Happy to answer any questions. If somebody has a question, I'm going to work on building probably about at least 3 bases. I've got more to do, but I won't, probably stay on live the whole time. But so this is what we have so far. And again, my ring to hold it or hang it is here. So I've just put this really thick mesh here for now. Again, once I put the ghost on there, you're not even going to see it anyway. So now we're going to go in with the rest of our orange and our black and white. Thank you for the heart maze. I appreciate that. All right, so let's, again, I'm not really measuring, I'm just pulling things up and cutting. What's everyone doing for the 4th of July? Does anybody have any barbecues or big plans? Love the orange and black polka dots. Me too. Thank you, Rosie. I was just saying that, that's a really thick mesh and you're not going to really see too much of it. And so for that reason, I sort of put it up there in that top spot so that I can hold this huge ghost that's behind me, because it's going to need a lot of support because it's a big one. Thank you for all the comments and hashtags, and don't forget to do your heart me's, or if you are engaging in the community fest, you can make sure you get your points for that. I don't know everything about it. I just try to participate in other people's lives instead of worrying about my own. What am I working on today? So today I'm working on building out different types of bases, and we're talking through, how to find the right base for your design. I've got this skeleton here that if I've got time, will build him on a window base, a window pane. So I'll show how to prep that. I'm prepping a mesh base right now that's on a wire form that's not bendable for this large 19-inch ghost, because it's so large that I need it to be a solid base. And so we're doing the mesh base, and I talked about how I picked the mesh that I did for holding the ghost in place. And so we're just working on that. I've got a creepy circus clown that's coming, and I need to prep a base for that. And we are actually going to do something unconventional, something I've never done before, and I've never seen anyone else do it, but I wanted to try something different because I'm running out of my standard 24-inch pine bases. So we're going to do something crazy, and we're just going to make it up, and I bet it's going to be fantastic. So I'm really excited about doing that one. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, the orange and black dot mesh? Is that what you're talking about? I got that from, let me think, Michael's. But I got it last year. So they may not have any more. Or they may not have it out yet this year, but I did get it last year. It's really super thick. I was just saying, how you can see through this mesh? So that orange and black, you can't see through it. It's really thick and sturdy, that's why I put it in here for that ghost base. Because I wanted it to be, it's going to be hidden and you're not really going to see it anyway. But I wanted it to be more sturdy. Mason, hi Mason. Hey Mason, I'm using some of this leftover mesh from the other day. Gotta use it up. We are building out some different bases today. And I was just telling everyone that we're going to try, after this one, we're going to try something a little unconventional I've never seen anyone do. Because I want to try something since I'm out of my 24-inch bases. I'm going to do some little maneuvering and see if I can make something magical happen. And it's going to be great, and it's going to work. What are you up to today, Mason? What's everybody's 4th of July plans? Anyone doing anything fun? Picnics? Anything like that? I've got enough for about 2 more pieces. And like I said, I'm looking over here to the side where I can see the comments. I can't see the comments nearly as well up here. You won't believe what I did. Oh my gosh, you did? You bought a huge D-stash? Mason. Was it from someone here locally? Or did you have to drive somewhere to go get it and pick it up? Or are they shipping it to you? Oh gosh, I hope not. That would be terrible. Where did you find that? Tell us all about it. We all want to know. Want to know the secrets. Although I have to tell you, I cannot be buying anything else. I will tell you, I bought so much stuff in anticipation for what was coming with the administration and the tariffs, that I bought so much stuff ahead of time. And I also knew that since I was going to be laid off, that I needed to have all of my materials ahead of time. Only 26 in Wabash? That's fantastic. That's what happens when you get on Facebook. Yeah, I don't get on there, Mason. Nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not getting on Facebook Marketplace because it will be bad news for me. Okay, so here's what we have so far. Again, I'm just going around and stuffing it. So I've got some open spots, and I'm just going to fill in with some of the extra orange that I brought in. Hey, Wild Kitten. And I talked about this a little bit before when I did my last ghost on live, but you know, honestly, for me, there's no real rhyme or reason on mesh. I just kind of figure out what my color scheme is going to be and try to go along with something like that. It doesn't have to be necessarily. For example, in the creepy ghost one, or the creepy clown one that I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use some patriotic mesh, because again, a lot of it's not going to be seen anyway, so why not? Made 4 trips. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff, Mason. Where are you going to put all that? I want to know what kind of goodie. Maybe you should do a live just going through the D-stash so we can all see what you got. That would be fun. If you do, make sure you tag me, because I want to see what you got. Hey, Catherine's. If you are in here on your business page, I would love it if you would share with us your first name so I know who you are. I know Christine. Tons of florals, 6 totes or more of ribbon, a car full of mesh. Ooh wee. Whoa. That's a lot. That's a lot. But hey, you know, if you've got the space for it, get it. Get it while you can. Because that is a good deal, I'm sure. Now this is a little bit slightly thicker mesh too. It's called striped fabric mesh. So and I'm just, this has 2 rings, so I'm just going around on the outside and the inside and just filling in right now. We're almost done, actually. And then we'll get started on the creepy. Yes, if you could share the live, that would help me, because I don't know how to do that. Thank you, Christine. She gave you a tool, a round shell, and 2 grid wall. Oh, very nice. That's helpful. That's very helpful. I already have more people in my live, Christine, than I normally do. Probably because of you, so thank you. I generally have Mason will catch me, and then sometimes Kelly will catch me. Hey, speaking of Kelly, I just said sometimes Kelly catches me, and then there you are. Oh, thank you so much, Christine. I can't wait to do the creepy circus clown. I think it's going to be phenomenal. And I'm sure it's not going to really fit into everybody else's, you know, usual. I've already gotten comments on my Facebook page about, oh no, that's too creepy for me. But, you know, it's okay. I love it. So, got one more spot over here. I almost feel like this is like the perfect time for like coffee and conversation. I have missed, one of the things about not working in corporate America anymore is I have really missed connections with people and my friends, and it's kind of like, you know, they all went and are doing their own thing, and so I miss, you know, having those conversations. So I guess this is my way of connecting with adults and having conversations. So I appreciate everyone for you being here. You're appeasing my social time. You don't miss working at all? Oh, I miss having friends, Kelly. I miss real conversation. It's just me here, so there's only so much I can talk to the dog, you know. Okay, so here's what we have. And again, this spot over here is going to be where I put the ghost. But this base is done. And again, this was built on a 2-ring wire frame. So you see the inner ring here, the outer ring here with support in the middle. You cannot bend this frame. This is not bendable. But again, it's for this 19-inch ghost that's very large. And so I wanted to make sure we have enough support for her and all the things and goodies, all the stuffs and things that I'm going to put with her. So that's why I picked this base for that design.